habits that we teach people around feedback. The skeptic is the person that's going to say, you know, what you're trying to do here is not working, and I'll tell you why. Here's the 3 reasons why. Many people want to be polite and don't want to tell you that, and therefore they're helping you to stay more closed. But skeptics are actually your best friends. If anybody listening is a leader in their organization, whether it's in the small project team, a process improvement team, or quality, or Six Sigma, or a department head, a vice president, a CEO, or executive director, skeptics are your best friends, and you need to be open to it and tell them that you want the feedback. You can say, I want an open door policy. And every company says that, but most of them don't believe that. That's what we find. And so the companies that are the best are the ones that are open to feedback. General Electric, GE in the United States, as opposed to the GM General Motors, are complete opposites. When Jack Welch was this very successful CEO and chairman, he called it boundarylessness. He didn't care where they got the good ideas from. He just wanted to go outside the boundaries, find the best ideas, bring it back in. He pushed very hard on Six Sigma, and he got it from Motorola.
The Arab immigrants in the region, they not only came from Middle East, all of them came from Yemen. Not only from Yemen, all of them actually came from Hadramaut.
It seems that Habib Muhammad San'ani, he was born in Yemen, Sana'a. He used to fight against the British there. All the dead bodies were dumped into a truck, a cart or something like that, and he was one of them. And he pretended he is dead. When nightfall come, he crawled out from the truck and escaped. Maybe stopped by in India, maybe a few months here, a few months there, you know, before settling down in Malaysia. He settled down in Kelantan, got married there, and then later on moved over to Terengganu. So
Who did he marry?
Marry a Malay by the name of Wan Chi.
But in the olden days, definitely they migrated to Indonesia. The first immigrants were definitely male immigrants who came by themselves. They created the community in the region. And they married locals and had children and created a whole new Arab community in the region.
I feel Sheikh Abdullah didn't come from, maybe he came from Hadramaut, but he settled down in Indonesia first before coming down to Singapore.
Sheikh Abdullah's wife was dying from Sulawesi. Some people say that the dying are from the Kraton family or the ruling family during that time.
I think Sheikh Umar was born in one of these roads. You can see here, there is a Johor road here.
Sheikh Umar's wife was Salma Pariki.
My father started business here in Arab Street in 1894. At that time he was about 12 years old.
He built up his business from really small. And there is a lot of these Bugis sailors coming down to the shopping along Arab Street. And Sheikh Umar being able to speak Bugis, you know, so his shop is quite popular among the Bugis sailors.
And the Bugis are all Muslims, right?
They're all Muslims, yeah. Bugis are all Muslims, that's right.
Itu Arab lah. Kan dulu berniaga untung kan? Beli rumah. Untung. Beli rumah.
Niaga bagus, he prosper, he became a developer also in property. He did a lot of houses.
Besides this, he built schools, he built mosques, you know. He built madrasas.
Di 95% land lagi. Harta Singapura, tanah di Singapura bilang orang Arab punya. Zaman tahun 40-an.
Death duty is a form of inheritance tax which was introduced in the olden days as a form of taxing assets, basically immovable assets that move, that are passed based from inheritance.
When Sheikh Umar died in 1946, the family have to pay about $300,000 in 1946 for his death duty.
It was not only that the income froze for the Arab families because of Rent Control Act, but also the asset base shrank due to the acquisition.
My father, Saleh bin Omar Bamadhaj, was a simple man, family-centered most of the time, and he worked extremely hard.
Macam Bama baldu tau. Baldu songkok ni Bama yang pegang dalam sosialisasi tau. Siapa nak order menjemput baldu kan? Kau cuma SO Bama lah.
My mother was some sort of a matriarch in the family, consulted on many problems and issues which my father had during his time in the office. I suppose this is because they were both so very close with each other, and she was always relied upon by him.
Came down here to attend to the sister's wedding.
Yeah.
About ni Baba Tima and Amin Said new wedding. So he came down she came down with them and so on, the other sisters and the aunties to attend to the wedding. And then my father was called by his father. He was playing around, and he was called and says, "Saleh, come here." So he went inside. All the old men are sitting down. He was playing outside. He's only 15. Saleh, come here. Kau nak kahwin? You want to get married? Yeah, just ambil es mayang. Pergi ambil es mayang lah.
That's it.
Ambil es mayang, datang, straight away nikahkan. Straight away nikah.
And Baba was how old?
Baba was 12 years old lah. So the grandmother, my grandmother, doesn't want to accept. Was very angry because no ceremony for the son, no angkat kahwin and so on, no invitation for other people and so on. So she was not very happy with Baba for a long time.
Oh yeah.
What makes us Arab? Well, I suppose first it is the family name which we all carry now and in the future. This is very important. This is a traditional Arab trademark. Every person carries a family name to show where their origin and the place where they come from.